All you, Dre.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to En-Syte. Man, today is something that we need to talk about. But first of all, he always said with two of his favorite people. Right here is two of my best friends, people I love more than anything. Shivani, Steven, what's up, my peoples? How y'all be today?
What up, big bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up? We here.
We here. Let's say it again. We are here. With that being said, man, today I just want to tell you guys this. The reason why we're doing this show today on domestic violence. On Friday, this past Friday, what was that? February what? 7th or
E,
6th?
The fifth.
No,
no,
February 5th?
Yes, it was
yeah, February
February.
5th.
February 5th. Um, we, the family of Insight, we lost a very good friend of ours. Not only was she a good friend of ours, she was a co-worker, a colleague. She was a mother, a sister, a great friend, a great person to domestic violence. And since Friday, I know the three of us, we've been walking in a little haze right about now with a lot of disbelief, a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, a lot of sympathy. I'm not even saying empathy as of right now because we haven't, I don't know if we reached that emotion yet. But what we have reached is to emotions that why did it happen? How can we stop it from happening? And what can we do to support the people that's going through these things? So today on En-Syte, we're going to talk, we're going to dig deep into domestic violence. I mean, we're not going to hold shit back. We're going to be as real as possible. And I want to say this personally. A couple of months back, we did a show about letting go. And a good friend of ours, she said something. And when she said it, it hit me real hard. Her words were that he can whoop my ass all day long. But when he calls me, I'm right there next to him. We ain't doing that because love does not hurt. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. And if somebody got to put their hands on you, that is not love. Go ahead, Steve.
Man, you speaking the purest of facts right now. But hey, Casey, hey, Kim, hey, Tiffany, how y'all doing? Like Dre said, yeah, like this past Friday, we lost somebody that's close to us, probably more so close to the shade than any of us on the show right now. But like Dre just said, um, love is not supposed to hurt. Love is not supposed to be painful. Love is not supposed to be something that you even question. It's supposed to be this feeling, this undenying feeling that it's safe, it's secure. I know somebody there that cares for me. That's the feeling that it is. And like right now, we're gonna, in our opinion, in our opinions, we are going to talk about domestic violence and the effects that it has on not just the individuals involved, but the people that's around them as well. Um, and this is one of those types of things right now. We are the people that are being affected around this. Um, so we not I'm gonna say we've all from some form of fashion have seen domestic violence. We know what it is. It's it's physical abuse, of course, between two people who are supposedly in a relationship together, whatever the case may be. And there's just constant fighting between the two, if not one person doing more so than the other. And it is not an easy situation to get out of. It's not. And when people say, well, maybe you should just leave. It is really not that easy to just get up and just leave out of a situation like that. It's not that difficult. It's not that easy. I'm pretty sure I forgot what the movie was, but it was a movie with oh God, what's her name? What's her name from Pretty Woman?
Julia Roberts.
Yeah, it was a movie from Julia Roberts, and I forgot the other guy's name. She completely left, changed her whole identity, act like she died, and he still
Yeah,
ended up finding her.
I
So
remember that.
it's not something that's easy to escape. It's not easy. It's not something easy to just get out of. So when people say like, "Oh, maybe you should leave," those are the type of people who've never experienced it. Never. There it is, Sleeping with the
Uh,
Enemy. Thanks, Kim. That's the name of the movie, Sleeping with the Enemy. Um, and like I said, people who thinks that it's just easy just to get up and just walk away, like oh, just get it's not. It's really not easy at all.
so, I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead. I was
Baby
done.
girl, I'm gonna come to you in a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Domestic violence is not all physical. It's mental. It's verbal. So I'm gonna break it down to you like this. If you're in a situation when you're not being treated the way you want to be treated, I don't care how good the penis is. I don't care how good the box is. Get away from it. Get away. Do your best to get away from it. You go and seek some kind of assistance or go and seek some kind of help that you can move away from these things. If someone puts their hand on you, I don't care if it's male or female, the first time it happens, you have to leave. There's no coming back. Oh, he loves me. Oh, what about the good times? No.
Mhm.
That initial touch ended every good time that you ever had. Put papers on that person. And the person that's doing the abuse, whether it's male or female, you're not a man, you're not a woman, you're a child because you're trying to control something, you're trying to get your way. You're having a temper tantrum. That's exactly what you are. That's all you'll ever be as a child. We got some feedback. The lady said sleeping with the enemies. What's up, brother Nate?
Go ahead, Nate.
Brother Nate came with and said he spoke with me last week about getting counseling. It wasn't dealing with this subject, but we all need help, which is nothing more than assistance. And that's so very true.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we're so broken that we don't feel that we have a way out of a situation. Or we're so broken that we feel that we don't have a way to know how to deal with something. So we'll go from one situation to another situation. And we haven't dealt with the first situation. You know, the biggest mistake that we make as people is when you break up with somebody or somebody breaks your heart, we're seeking someone to speak with instead of trying to seek our own healing. And the worst mistakes that we make is you get people who will tell you the best way to get over a nigga is under another nigga, or the best way to get over a female is on top of a female. Those are the wrong answers. The best way to get over somebody is to heal yourself, work on you, better you. I don't care if it has to take you 3 years to get better for you. You take that time for you to get you better, for you can get mentally to a point where you need to be for you.
Facts. That is true facts right there.
Also, if you're being abused verbally, physically, mentally, it is not you. It is not your fault. Don't accept it that it's your fault.
I kid you
Please.
not. That's what kills me the most. That is what kills me the most about people who abuse somebody, is that they put all the blame on the person. Well, if you didn't act like this, I wouldn't have to do this. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Correct.
Are you fucking serious? I'm sorry. Hey, Diamond Bell, how you doing? Are you fucking serious? So, due to the fact that they act a certain way, you had to put your hands on them. You had to downgrade them verbally. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you?
Because the thing is that it's a control factor that they want to control you to keep make you feel like you this big. Let's be honest. It's the pimping hoe syndrome.
Mm.
That's all it is. Keep you under my hand. The pimping hoe syndrome. That's all it is. But
Mhm.
yo, Steve, I apologize. I'm everybody. I'm sorry. I
No,
rambled.
no, no, no.
Shavo, it's on you, man.
Tim said therapy is amazing. Our community has to do better with seeking out therapy and counseling. I agree.
But you know something? That's the problem with us as in general as African Americans, Black people, Moors, whoever you want to call us. We think it's a stigma over therapy. It's not.
No.
You need to listen to somebody that's not judgmental, that don't know you, that you can pour, that you can purge everything that you have inside of you out, that can help you see differently. And we think that's a stigma. But go ahead, Shay. Me and Steven talk. It's on you, back.
Well, what do you want me to say?
I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no.
This is touchy. Okay, it's really touchy because my real authentic feelings is I'm extremely numb to do. I'm numb to it. I have yet to feel anything, and I think that's the best way for me. I don't know how everybody else is going to handle this, but I handle things if it's numb, you know, I'm cool. Okay, just,
Okay. No. Okay.
just let
I
me
get what you're
stay
saying.
numb for a minute.
I get what
Okay.
you're saying. Okay. I,
I got you, baby.
I
I'm
go
not
for it.
numb to it. I can't be. It's like I went through the initial shock when I got the news. I called you immediately, Shivani.
Right? Yes, you did. You did.
And Shay didn't answer the phone. I guess she was on her way to work or something, so Shay didn't answer the phone.
I was.
And then the next thing I did was I called Steven. And all Steven could say for 3.5 minutes was, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God," over and over and over and over again. And then at that point in time, the phone rang and it was you calling me back.
Mhm.
hmm
And you was like, "No, I have her present in my car right now."
Uh, we already knew from the beginning, y'all, when we first was decided on doing this episode that it was going to be emotional for us. And right now, I don't know about y'all, but it's hitting a brother a little bit right now.
Oh, okay. Diamond, on Friday, a friend of ours, colleague, co-worker, was murdered in a murder suicide. She leaves 4 children, and 3 of her children were there when she was killed. So that's what's going
Yeah.
on. Nate, the feedback Nate just said was, I suggested my kids to see counseling, and he said I mean all of us, yes.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Cases.
Go ahead. I'll be right back.
All right. Kesa says, agree, we should embrace therapy in our community. No. So your answer, no, it was not. In Kesa, yes, we should embrace therapy in our community because we all need it. I'm seriously, we do. Because there's some things that a mom and daddy can't help you with.
hmm
There's some things that granny down in Alabama and Mississippi can help you with. There's something that your best friend or whoever around you they can't help you with. There's some things that you need professional help. We have
Yeah.
sometimes we have a professional we have an imbalance that we need this kind of help, and those are the things that's needed.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's roll with it. Casey says so. I'll just What was that? I'm sorry.
What?
Casey says so. I'll just dive in and say I never told Dre, but I dealt with domestic violence before. I ran for my life and I didn't look back.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. No, baby, I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I caught a little bit of that, Kim, before you retracted it.
Hmm.
What case? What gave you the strength to run? I'm not trying to rekindle any kind of bad thing. And how long did it take place?
Did someone answer Diamond Bell's second question?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I know I just got back and I just seen it, so I was just making sure.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
It's been 190 some odd episodes. Even when we tired, we come with energy. This one has got to be the most serious one thus far, and it's only been 15 minutes in.
Right.
Oh,
Casey says I broke up with someone. He said he was going to kill me, so no one else could have me. So I ran.
That's what I. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand the selfishness of somebody like that. I'm like, if you were doing what you were supposed to be doing in the relationship as man or woman, then you wouldn't even have to think about that. That wouldn't even be a factor of someone wanting to leave. But when someone is just unhappy and they want to leave, you feel so much of the fact that you lost so much control that you saying like you're gonna kill them just so nobody else can have them. Like seriously, who really fucking does that? Who really says like, you know what? Since I can't have you, can't nobody have you. I'm like, you had them, you fucked up. Just let them be. Let them be in peace. Let them find their happiness where they're supposed to find it. Because obviously it's not with you.
Somebody blowing up.
Yeah, that was my phone ringing.
Yo, Shivani, can you read that? Can you read the feedback?
Kim said, my mother was a domestic violence victim. She was married to my dad for 14 years, and my siblings witnessed the continuous abuse. She finally divorced him after a serious beating. Diamond asks, have any of you all personally experienced any form of domestic abuse?
Not personally, but my sister has been a victim of domestic violence.
Mm,
Me and one of my exes used to fight a lot. And I never fought her, but she used to try to beat the hell out of me. And I also experienced it seeing my sister go through it more times than I would ever want to. This was back when I was like in my late teens. I'm 36 years old, and I still remember that stuff like it was yesterday.
It doesn't go away.
Not in the least bit.
Go ahead, Shivani.
um, Natural said, I won't be in the comments too much because all of my emotions, but I just want to say hey to y'all. Hey.
Hey,
What's
what's
up?
up, dude? What's going on?
Diamond said you called them people crazy and they feel that they have the right to say, don't kill you. If I can't hear you, you know what.
Mhm.
Nate said we have to understand one thing. There are some sick people out here. I can't reiterate. Look into nature.
Yeah.
Kesa agreed. Kesa said, Nate, that's so true. Kesa also said, I didn't tell anybody, but I guess the world knows now. Dre, not Dre. Dre, you must be thinking about me. Something must be going on in that brain of yours involving me. Cause all right. Diamond said, "A Kesa, let go and release." Kim said, "Kesa, thank you," and then she retracted. Tiffany said, "I've never dealt with it personally, but I've watched my auntie go through it for years. He had nearly killed her before she walked away. He stabbed her 27 times before he just couldn't let go. Kaiser said, didn't realize until just now how much that affected me at Diamond. And they said, this is why we all need a sister.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to a comment that naturally put out there,
Yeah,
and she says, "I'm all in my emotions."
absolutely.
We're all in our emotions.
Yeah.
So this is why we're having this conversation right now. So, baby girl, you can type what you want to type. You can say what you want to say because we have to get through this somehow.
Yeah.
Kim with some feedback said, Casey, thank you for sharing the truth, your truth. Someone may need it to hear that as they are going through it.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why I want to do the show today. It was like I was talking to, I sent the, I sent the text message to Stephen the other day, to Stephen Angeline the other day. And I said, man, I need 5 minutes on the show, whatever we're talking about. I need 5 minutes on this show so we can just
Right.
talk about, so I can just say what's on my mind regarding domestic violence.
Right.
And then I got off the phone after the text. They was like, "Oh, the thumbs up. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool." Then, like an hour or so later, me and Shivani had a conversation that lasted like almost an hour.
Yeah.
And Shay was like, "Yo, fuck 5 minutes. I think we need to do a whole damn show on this."
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, "Yeah, let me get it to Steven. Let me see what Steven said about it." And without hesitation, I don't even think I got the full sentence out. Steve was like, "That's the show on that's the show on Tuesday." I mean, I didn't get it all the way out. He's like, "That's what we doing." And then earlier today, Steve was like, "You sure we want to do this show today?"
Hey, all things considered, man. I'm just making sure.
He was like, "Are you sure we want to do this show today?" I said, "Yeah, man, we're gonna do the show." But damn, we got feedback. Go ahead, Favor.
Okay, so Diamond says, growing up, I watched my granny be verbally abusive to everybody and sometimes physical. And I didn't know it affected me until I was in a relationship and I wanted to fight him. Oof. Diamond said, I'm happy I was able to self reflect and correct that behavior.
That's good. That is very good. Sometimes you go down that road and you go down too far, it's kind of hard to get back. But I'm glad you found that within yourself and corrected that because that could have been potentially
But
dangerous.
but you see what she said. This was the learned behavior that she knew of.
Mm-hmm.
It was the learned behavior that she knew of.
Which
But
norms
it
was
was
it
able.
from?
She was able to correct it. But that's why we all need help on it
Mhm.
because that's
Yes.
not the way things is. You know, we always talk about domestic violence as in a male and a female, but
Hmm.
she
Mm-hmm.
grew up with domestic violence inside the family
Oh yeah.
and inside the family with the verbal and the mental and then the physical. So, and that had an effect on her, you know, going on to her life. That she would like she's ready to fight. I dated a chick and she wants to hit all the time. I don't play that hit shit. I don't play that. You hit me, I'm done with you. If you got it, I don't want to play that. I'm seriously, I don't. Nate comes with some feedback. He said, I dated someone who felt a man being out of control was good. She felt that was a way that I showed her I loved her. She admitted that's what she admitted that's what she saw growing up. I never dealt with her on that level. And seriously.
And that's what it
So
is.
Diamond's also I'm sorry, Stephen, what you say?
No, I'm just saying that's what that is. Just like I'll come back to that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Diamond says it's crazy because I witnessed that at a young age and that behavior didn't come out until I was 25. In case it comes with says, my heart goes out to those dealing with that and not having the support and somewhere to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there who do not have the support nor someplace to run, and all they can do is just stay there and
But let's talk
just
about
stay
some
there.
about support. Now, all support is good support.
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, we just got to put that out there. And we just got to be very honest about that.
Mm-hmm.
Not all support is good support. Because sometimes the support that you get will lead you down a rabbit hole that you can never come back from.
Mhm.
I'm just being honest.
You're right.
But I understand. I understand the statement that you made, Case. I really do. But Case, baby, I'm sorry that I wasn't there to help you when you was going through that whole situation, and I'm sorry that I couldn't pick up on it, and I wasn't there to give you the hug and let you know that I loved you when you was going through it. I'm sorry. Now, Steven, you said you want to get back to something a second ago.
Yeah.
What you want to get back to?
Nate's comment Nate's feedback when he said, I dated someone who felt a man being out of control was good. She felt that way. She felt that that was a way to show that I loved her. She admitted that that's what she saw growing up. I never dealt with her on that level. Now that's the thing. Like how we was talking about how it's not just a random thing or it's not just oh this one person. It's learned because that's what they see. That's what they experience. It started from when they were a child. And even though they don't understand what it is, they later on develop it, and then all of a sudden it just comes out of nowhere, and either they think that's what's right or they think that's what love is, and that's a cycle that needs to be broken. And that's another thing. If they don't think anything was wrong with it, they're never going to go get therapy for it because they don't think there's anything. They think it's something that's normal. If you were raised in a house, if you're raised in a house with 3 square meals a day and you're able to take a shower every day and you have someone tell you that they loved you every day, tuck you in the bed, that's your normality right there. That's your normal. So if you would take it out of that normal, you'd be like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to just one meal or someone not tucking me in, right? But if you have someone in a harsh situation and they think that's what it is, they're being constantly either being abused verbally or physically. They seeing verbal or physical abuse, and even though that's something that doesn't really feel good, that's all that they know. That's their normal, and they think that there's nothing wrong with it. So most of these people are not afraid to go to therapy. In my opinion, I just think most of the people don't think that they need it because they think it's normal.
I got you. I had a friend, whatever. Her boyfriend used to be there, and she'd be like, "Oh, but he loves me." I said, "How do you?" I said, "Love don't hurt like that." Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Every time he hits me, he shows me how much he loves me. I don't know, but go ahead, Shavo.
All right. So, okay, we left off with Kesa.
Mm-hmm.
Kesa said, "This was before I met you. This was my very first boyfriend that did that. And I know you would have been there for me. This is the one reason why I hold back from opening up to people." Kim said, "My mother asked my granny for help when my dad was beating her. And my granny told her that this is the bed that you made. Now lie in." Casey mentioned, "I think this is something people see growing up. And yes, they think this is happening in everybody's home, and it's not."
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, Kim, may your moms rest in peace. But man, I didn't know moms went through that much, babes. I didn't know that. Goodness. And you see, and that's the whole thing when I'm talking about help is that when you seeking
Mm-hmm.
somebody to help you, and a lot of times older relatives and stuff, they will be like, "Oh, that's your bad. You lying." No, she needs this help from you. He's destroying the very being that I am. Wow, man. Oh man. Learn behavior is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Very much so. Very much so.
No, we don't, bro. We do not come with instructions, fam. We do not come with instructions, man.
If we did, it
Um,
shoot life would be a whole lot easier if we came with instructions.
Man,
mm,
if I don't know who's watching, but if we
mhm.
have somebody that's out there watching right now, if you're a verbal abuser, a physical abuser, a mental abuser, go get help or be by your damn self. Verbally abuse, mentally abuse, and physically abuse yourself. Don't bring nobody else into your madness.
Hmm.
Don't bring nobody else into your sanity or your insanity. Be alone. Be alone until you're able to deal with your issues as a person, as a man, as a woman. Learn how to deal with your shit before you bring somebody else in your shit.
Facts.
I always wondered when we used to always talk about, I'm getting myself together before I get into a relationship. Get your shit together before you even deal with a motherfucker. Point goddamn blank.
For real.
Some shit I just don't fucking understand, man. Um, so most of our parents came from hurt, and their people came from pain. This is why we need help, man. In
Mhm.
case I totally and wholeheartedly agrees with Nate.
Mhm.
Kim says, "Family, I don't know how long I can stay on. This is too hard for me. I believe my mom got sick due to all the abuse she suffered. I'm sorry, Kim. I didn't
Yeah.
want you to. I didn't mean for you to purge. I do apologize. I'm sorry. And if you gotta go, baby, I do understand. Just know that I
Yeah.
love you and I love you." Naturally comes to it's so sad because most of us won't get help because they won't let it out on the other end. Let out on it
Hmm.
because they want to let it out on the other.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, you got all this pent up aggression and anger inside, and you don't want to talk about it. You just want to get at that person, which is, I mean, completely understandable, but not the right way to go about it. It's not, because all you're doing is just the same thing that that person has done to you, and that can make things a whole lot worse.
Mm, mm.
And
Oh, we appreciate it, Kim.
We really do. Thank you, Kim. We really appreciate it, man.
Oh man.
yeah, trust me, we all right now are feeling various emotions based off of this particular topic, and I cannot imagine how it is for people who have like really gone through it. Like I dealt with it, but it wasn't major. It wasn't major. Um, I dealt with it physically and verbally, but for the ones who dealt with it for like a long period of time to the point that they were scared for their lives, I can't. I can't imagine it. So I fully understand that if anyone who's watching right now, if you cannot stay on, I fully understand.
See you next week, guys.
I see you, Casey.
See, Kay?
See you later, Kim. Thanks for y'all. Thanks for popping in. Thank you, man.
Y'all have a good one now.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit stronger than we thought. I know it was going to be a lot behind it, but this it feel like it's a lot more than originally I thought. And it's bringing up different emotions from the viewers. It's bringing emotions out in us. It's just who knows.
Oh,
Go,
oh.
go ahead, Shay.
Okay. Jackie says, I've never been through it personally, but my heart goes out to the ones that have. The learned behavior of domestic violence runs deep.
Yes.
Hmm.
Natural said, That's what pisses me off, bro. Like the person knows they are violent or whatever, but don't want to help. Don't want to help, but want to let it out on someone else. That's an illness, bro.
Not lying right now. That is basically a form of mental illness. Like you know you have this issue, but you don't want to do nothing about it. That's a mental issue that you might need to get rectified. Like you really need that
Yeah,
checked out. Like nobody wants to go through that. Nobody does. And it has the worst effect on not just that person, but anyone who is around it closely. Like any children that's around it closely will be affected more than you will know. And then it's just a never-ending cycle that needs to be put to a stop, honestly.
I
But
mean, I'm about to ask a question, and I know this all totally off base for a second, but it's still on base. Shivani,
Mhm.
how old was the youngest one of her children?
um,
Do you know Jack?
no, we don't. I'm not sure exactly. I know her kids range from the age of 14 to probably 6 or 7. The youngest probably had to be between 6 or 7.
So 7. Okay. So now we're speaking to a point that not only were you there when your mom had her ultimate demise, but you have to grow up from the age of 7 without any mother. You may have people around you, but they're still not your mama.
Hmm.
The mental on those babies is a lot. And sometimes we can't pray it out. Them babies need to see somebody.
Hmm.
You need to talk to somebody. You need to help them get through this. Because we get people go so long and so much that they can't get beyond this. And it destroys them to a point that in the end they have alcoholism, they have drug addiction, or they can't forget it so much that they also even commit suicide. I've known someone who watched a family member get killed when he was younger. And we were at a party one night, just we were tripping, talking, having a good time. And he asked me a question. And the question was, Andre, how does it feel to have a good night's sleep? He said, I haven't had a good night's sleep since I was 6 years old. Every time I close my eyes and go to sleep, I see my auntie getting killed. 2 years later, he killed himself. Hand to God. Oh man, we got some feedback somewhere around there.
Okay.
yeah,
National said, "You thinking you meeting a nice ass person, then this should turn." Okay, Jackie said it was the youngest of 7. National also mentioned they will never forget. Nate said, "We have to understand what the subconscious does to our psyche and how it reveals itself." Diamond says, "I pray no one feels re-victimized." Mm. Oh, man.
this
Mm-mm.
I just want to say I love y'all. Just gonna say it. Just say I love y'all.
Love you too, little bro.
Really appreciate it. Everyone that's in the comments, I love you guys.
Love all of y'all.
I tell Jackie every time.
Man, Jack, thanks for coming through to hang out with us, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Well, you too. Yeah. Mm, yeah.
So as we speaking on this, man, really,
I
as we
don't even
speak,
know who Tiffany is, but I love you too, girl.
you know,
You know
Tiff, she
Tiffany.
in Total Reward.
Is oh
Yeah.
okay, I know who she is. She got short hair.
Huh?
What? You broke up.
Did she at one point have short hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know who Tiffany is.
That's Tiff. That's Boo.
Ah, that's Boo.
That's Boo.
Okay. Oh man. Uh, I don't know.
Just
This is one of them topics that's like, damn. You
Yeah,
know? Yeah,
it is.
it's one of those. It's
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah. One of
It is.
those.
It is.
One
It
one
is
of
deep.
one
It
of
is
those
deep.
rare
It is deep.
ones. This is one of those rare episodes that just we don't talk too much because the topic and the emotion behind it speaks for itself.
Mhm.
And the thing is, everybody who's watching in some form or fashion understands it. I don't know if that's a good thing or something that's scary in terms of this topic. There's not
It's scary.
there's not one person who has gave us feedback, who have mentioned anything that say like they don't understand something. Everybody on here knows some form of domestic violence. And these are multiple people from multiple backgrounds, multiple age ranges.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
Exactly.
So if you're out here watching this with us right now, recognize your red flags.
Please, though.
Recognize your red flags before it even becomes to a point that it's physical, mental, or verbally. Recognize the red flags
Because it's just,
and get out. Get out. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. I prefer you to be alone to be victimized. I prefer you to be alone so that you can live another day. I prefer you to concentrate on you forever and be here with us than being in a place where you are being hurt or being hurt by somebody. My sister always says something, and she says, if you don't belong to nobody, you belong to me.
Mm-hmm.
Belong to somebody who loves you truly.
most definitely.
And everybody, everybody needs a no man in their life. Not a yes man, but a no man. You need to have somebody that you respect enough that when they say something to you, that you will listen and that it will change your way of thinking. My no man be on here every week with us. My brother Nate, my brother Randy. They can say something. I'm stopping in my tracks or whatever I was doing. It ain't gonna get done. Have you people in your life that you love enough, that you respect, that you can hear.
Mhm.
And when you see somebody doing dumb shit, be that person in life to tell them no, you can't do that. Diamond, thank you,
Thank you.
and thank you.
That is Diamond.
'Cause I know Dre and my no man. And stop me from doing a
We
lot of
have
stupid shit.
we have to put things out there in the universe that when they do come back,
Okay,
I
yeah,
do my best, Tiff. I do my best, Tiff. I try my best. But
I feel the same way,
gotta
too. I feel the same way, Tiff.
you gotta have people in your life that you believe in, that no matter how dark you are, that they can bring you back or to help you seek the attention that you need. Seriously.
For those of you who are out there that may see this, and if you are currently in the middle of a situation like this or equal to this or anything close to this, um, we understand it's not something that you can just walk away from just overnight. We understand it might be a process depending on how what you all have in what all you have in your life going on and things of that nature. We're not just telling you to get out and get safe. We're telling you to, do your best to take the proper steps to get away and stay safe. Um, do what is needed. Like I said earlier, get them papers on that person. If need be, get police involved. If it you get whatever you can involved to get out of that situation as best as you can and as safe as you can. And we understand that it's not easy, again, like I said, but that does not mean it's not impossible. So please, please, while you still have the opportunity, please get out.
All right, so I got a question for everybody out here, right?
Yeah.
Everybody who watching out here, y'all got y'all trade day deposits in yet?
Ain't that some stuff? Ain't that Oh man.
Dre Day deposit coming soon. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Tiffany said no.
We got until what do we got until for the deposit? Because I know the final payment is in August, right? So when do we have until the deposit? Like what? April, May?
Keep on believing that.
That's some shit. God damn it. All right.
Because half has to be paid by a certain day.
Yeah, I know. And I want my swim out room. I'm getting my motherfucking swim out room. Plain and simple.
Did you inquire about it naturally?
Wait, what's she talking about?
She said, I haven't got anything about the deposit.
Because you don't ask the right people. You work with two people on the same shift as you, and you ain't ask nothing.
See, she got quiet. Look at Shivani. Shivani ain't saying nothing. Look at her.
I ain't been saying nothing the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you what it was. I told you the process and things you have to go through first. The first thing was getting your passport. I told you once you get your passport, holler at me.
Man, Shay, what's that number behind you? That's 25?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She got it. It came, so she got it. Okay, now I'll talk to you the next time I see you and let you know what the situation is. All right. Oh.
She said, I got that. You see the SMS mark?
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
She said she got it. Congratulations. Welcome to the book club. Gonna get you a stamp soon enough. But yeah, I think it's about time we close this one right here right now. So it's just
Man, we're gonna do it early. All right, that's cool, bro.
unless you have something else you have to say, something else you
No,
want
man, I'm
to
good,
give
man.
out.
I'm good.
Shay, you had anything you want to say? Anything about it? So
Yeah, I do. Hold on, I do got something, man.
go ahead.
Ladies, gentlemen, that's out here right now. Just all your positive energy. Please pray for the children of Carrie's children, please.
Yeah.
Send out some prayers for them. That God can just be in their life and just God can just touch them and hold them and just keep them close. With that being said, man, I'm done. You can close the show out, but keep them in prayer. Oh, Life is short. Love on your people.
Exactly.
Love on your people, man. Life is too short.
All right. This episode, this entire episode is dedicated to our friend Carrie. Um, so like Dre said, just love each other. And like I said, life is short. It is, and it can end in an instant, and you just don't know it. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. This was probably the deepest topic that we will probably ever have in terms of the show. Um, and like Dre said, pray for the family and the children of Carrie, our friend. And like I said, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're live every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. With that being said, you all have a beautiful night and stay insightful. Peace.